Bitcoin just hit a new all-time high. Hey guys, what's going on? Jeb here, and in today's video, we have some very important technical analysis to do on Bitcoin because this morning I woke up to a text from one of my guys saying Bitcoin just hit $23,500, and I said, oh boy, won't we have something to talk about in today's video? And that, my friends, is what we will be discussing in today's video, is the fact that Bitcoin just rallied 12% overnight, put a new all-time high in place. And I know the question on all of your minds now, where does Bitcoin go from here? What's our next target? How much farther do we go? Is now a time to invest? We're going to be covering all of those questions and more in today's video. So without much further ado, guys, let's go ahead and dive right on into it. Overnight, Bitcoin rallied to and through $23,000, making $23,800 our new all-time high. In the last 48 hours, Bitcoin has rallied a grand total of 20%, and ever since about this time yesterday, we are up 12%. It's not just Bitcoin that's excelling, though. We also see Ethereum up 6.66%, no comment, and XRP is up 17%, up to 60 cents. Litecoin itself is up 18.87%, up to $104. And in general, we are seeing green all across the altcoin market. One thing I do want to point out is that Bitcoin dominance is rallying quite strongly. In fact, we see Bitcoin dominance sitting at 65% right now. But funnily enough, we still have not returned to an all-time high in total market capitalization, including Bitcoin. What this means is that even though Bitcoin is on a massive rally right now, the altcoins simply have not caught up to their previous 2017 highs. This actually makes sense, though, because when Bitcoin rallied to $20,000 last time and hit it on December 17th, 2017, it took a full month for Ethereum and the rest of the altcoin space to hit their respective all-time highs, some of them hitting all-time high as late as February 2018. This is a trend you see show up oftentimes in Bitcoin bull markets, is that the altcoins will lag behind and they will see massive rallies after, keyword after, Bitcoin paves the way. What this means, this is a side note on today's topic, but it means that Bitcoin doing very well means that the altcoins are likely to do even better in coming months. Look out for good altcoin investments. I think all of them, all the good ones anyway, I'm talking top 10, top 15 at most, are about to moonshot. Anyway, back onto the chart. Over the last couple of days, we have seen massive volume on Bitcoin. In fact, we can see two of the largest green volume candlesticks that we have seen in the last month. The most recent volume candlestick that came close was back on the 18th of November. And in general, these are two of the highest volume candlesticks that we have seen in recent history. Another thing that's very important to note is that as Bitcoin breaks bullish from this consolidation pattern, called that breakout, by the way, I'm just going to go ahead pat myself on the back real quick. No, I'm playing. In response to that breakout, RSI has started to trend to the upside. We pulled back all the way down to 50, but ever since, we have rallied to 77 as of this morning. Likewise, around the time RSI reversed, so too did the histogram on MACD for daily chart Bitcoin, and we saw a bullish cross just a couple of days ago, signifying that we are entering a new rally. So the question now becomes, where does Bitcoin go from here? And I was talking to one of my guys earlier, and I told them, it actually gets a lot harder to predict price targets when Bitcoin is in uncharted territory. When Bitcoin was below $20,000, we could always look back on previous market data and see, okay, well, Bitcoin had a resistance level at $17,000. Okay, Bitcoin rejected at $20,000. And then we could say that it's likely that Bitcoin's going to use those same levels. But since we are in blue sky breakout and literally 100% of people are in profit right now, it's not quite that simple. So we have to fall back on a couple of different tools. Namely, we have to look at overextension on the RSI. We have to look at the strength of the bulls. This is very important because eventually we're going to be rallying, and the bulls are going to start losing some of their momentum, and the bears will take it because we are more than likely going to have a V-top form here in the next couple of weeks. And you need to look at mass psychology levels. So those are the three things that we need to be looking at over the next couple of weeks to months to see where the next high is going to be. We need to be looking at the RSI. We're using the RSI to figure out the strength of the bulls and the bears. And then we also need to be looking at mass psychological levels like $22,000, $23,000, $25,000, $30,000. Big evens is what we're discussing here. A side note, you can also use Fibonacci extension in this case, but I have not found any resistance levels from Fibonacci extension that I like. What's important to notice here, guys, is that Bitcoin is going absolutely parabolic. We have rallied from $3,800 all the way way 525% to $23,700. Specifically, in the last 110 days, Bitcoin has rallied 143% from $9,700 to nearly 24 grand. If you were wondering why I said we're probably going to see some kind of V-top, this is why. I do expect Bitcoin's going to rally even further than it already has. We might hit $25,000. Honestly, it's extremely difficult to call a top in these situations, but if I'm going to call anyone, that's probably where I'm looking, but expect some bearishness to follow, guys. We have almost no support under us. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. In fact, I think it's a very good thing if Bitcoin does that, but we do need to lock in gains. We do need to consolidate. We do need to give time for people to come into the space, because just because Bitcoin broke bullish yesterday doesn't mean that the rest of the world is going to respond that quickly. It's going to take a few weeks for them to get involved in cryptocurrency. It's going to take a few weeks for them to go and talk to their financial advisors, and their financial advisors say, this is kind of dangerous, but sure, go ahead and invest in it. It's going to take a little while for that hype cycle to build, and it will build, but we have to be careful about getting overly bullish on Bitcoin. It's something that's very easy to do, but very dangerous to do at the same time. Also, guys, before we get any farther into the video, we need to talk about the sponsor for our video today, which is BlockFi. For those of you who don't know, BlockFi provides financial products for cryptocurrency investors. Those products include high-yield interest accounts, United States dollar loans, and no-fee trading. For a limited time, you can earn a crypto bonus of $25 when you open a new account. Guys, the reason that we decided to get sponsored by BlockFi is I actually really like the products that they provide. Guys, one of the things I like the most about BlockFi is this borrowing platform over here, where you're able to use your Bitcoin as collateral to take out a United States dollar loan. This isn't a tether loan. This is a real US dollar loan. The reason that you might want to do that is because with all those profits that you just made in Bitcoin, if you sell those, they are subject to short-term and long-term capital gains taxes. But if you take a loan with them as collateral, you can use that money for whatever you're using it for, hopefully something entrepreneurial and not consumer-based. And then you don't have to pay taxes on that US dollar because you never sold it. I'm not a CPA, but that is actually really cool, very powerful, and something that people do in the stock market all the time. For a limited time, you can earn a crypto bonus of $25 when you open a new account, and you can get up to $250 in Bitcoin if you start investing today with our affiliate link, which is in the comments down below, blockfi.com/cryptojeb. Anyway, another thing that I want to look at other than just Bitcoin is actually Ethereum. And we talked about altcoins a little bit earlier, but I really want to hammer down how important Ethereum is right now. Guys, this is the US dollar chart for Ethereum, and as you can see, to return to its all-time high, not even to go any farther, would be a 113% gain. Ethereum is currently trading at $659. Its all-time high is at $1,400. The reason that this is so important is that you might be looking at Ethereum and saying, it seems like even more than Bitcoin had a lot of fundamental development in the last 3 years. Ethereum outpaced Bitcoin with its fundamental development. It seems like Ethereum has actually grown more fundamentally than Bitcoin itself has in the last 3 years. So why is Ethereum trading at less than half of its all-time high figure and Bitcoin is breaking into new highs? Well, that's a very good question, and it's a classic example of an undervalued asset. Ethereum's underlying intrinsic value has skyrocketed in the last 3 years, especially with all the new launches going on right now. It is a platform that you can build all kinds of decentralized finance products on, and all of those products are inevitably going to drive their value back to the Ethereum blockchain and cryptocurrency. Needless to say, Ethereum is massively undervalued right now, and it's my top pick right now, even actually as far as potential gain is concerned, above Bitcoin, because I think it's going to be a lot easier for Ethereum to make a 200% return than Bitcoin at this point. Bitcoin would have to go to $60,000. It's possible. It's probably going to happen, but it's going to happen a lot faster in Ethereum. So make sure that your bags have some Ethereum in them. That is at least my opinion. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Go talk to your CPA, your tax attorney, the dude down the street with the crystal ball, or the crystal meth, either one. Go talk to that guy. He normally knows what he's talking about. Anyway, guys, a lot of you guys asking me what I am doing with my investment portfolio. I am sitting on a ton of Bitcoin already, believe me, but I'm ramping up how much Ethereum we have because I am very confident in the project and its future. Anyway, guys, that is going to wrap it out for today's video. I hope you did enjoy today's video. Before I go, though, I do just want to encourage you guys, follow us on Instagram and Twitter. I'm going to be very active on those platforms while I am out of town and while we're not making content. So if you want anything else from us, you can get access to it in our Discord server or on Instagram and Twitter. Follow us at CryptoJeb. It'll show up down here at the bottom. But anyway, guys, that is going to wrap it out for today's video. Before I go, though, I do just first want to thank each and every single last one of you for watching, as always. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.